I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things. It was pretty wild.
We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like? I went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
and I saw it. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things to.
What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, aka Tyrone Couple, and today we are here with this late-breaking information. Hollywood on fire. Not chlamydia, you ask. Sean Puffy Combs is hit with yet another indictment naming over 120 men and or women. I believe in this video, we get to actually see the hoes. More at 11.
See right here, Diddy is about to be hit with lawsuits for the SA and abuse. And a Houston-based law firm representing over 50 accusers is telling some of their stories for the very first time. The attorney for these 50 accusers, Tony Busby, is holding a press conference today at 1 p.m. in Houston, where his firm will reveal new allegations against the goddamn diddler.
For each, we ask for corroboration.
Ew.
For each,
Really?
we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures,
You couldn't get her to say
videos,
yes?
texts.
Uh-oh.
We check venues. We check dates.
Uh-oh.
We
Really?
want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy.
Yo, they got the 1-800 number up right here.
Many times, it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly.
Randy was trying to do this for you.
I
Remember
wish
this?
it was my last such fray.
Like,
I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is
y'all
what it
remember when they
is,
tried? Like, y'all
so we
remember
will
that?
press on.
It is absolutely crazy to me that there is a phone number listed for a class action lawsuit. Just the amount of people, even outside the legitimate claims, all of the people with mental health problems are calling in.
As I said,
They got a lot of ish to sort through.
Uncomfortable. He never did anything.
Damn!
But I felt like he wanted to. I just
Sean
didn't. Nothing happened, but I know he
You should
wanted.
know.
Wait, hold up. I'm about
In
to call this
group,
number.
It is evenly divided between males and females.
Ew!
There's 60 males
Diddler.
and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs.
That is so
In this
crazy.
group,
You got to be way more attractive than
62%
that, bro.
identify as
Yeah,
African
come on,
American,
bro.
30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida.
She looked way better than Brandy, though. Way better.
We're
And
gonna
that's
call.
not good.
All right. It's busy.
I want to focus on the ages of these victims.
Ugh.
When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. The youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
What?
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
Oh no.
Who was 15.
Usher and
25
Justin Bieber.
Of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
9
You
years
wonder
old.
Why there are so many alleged
Oh, my
victims?
God.
That's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
Ugh, really?
Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago,
Let me try to call again.
and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties. are album release parties,
Freak
New
offs.
Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, the all-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reports, reported this conduct.
You lying.
Either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals.
55% reported what happened to them from
And
Diddy.
they didn't,
No one knew anything that was going on.
Good Lord.
That is crazy. Just think about how ridiculous of a control that you have to have on different players within the industry. This is some this is way worse than Epstein.
Process of collecting.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Medical records.
And here's the thing, because there's a lot of people going back and
Even
forth
the
regarding all these
Slovakians
people
ain't
that's
this
going to be
crazy.
coming out. And yes, when
Well,
someone gets found guilty,
yeah,
there's going to be some people that's going to be
Slovakians
dogpiling off from a
yeah.
monetary perspective. But even if he's just guilty
Terrible.
of one of these things, and here's
I
the thing,
would-
after
I would
watching that
never go
Cassie
to a
video
country named
of the way,
Slovakia.
not just that he was defending himself from a chick, but the way that he beat her down. Dudes that can do shit like that are capable of anything. Yes, I absolutely believe dudes that do shit like that are capable of touching children
Reports that were
too.
made to the authorities, and I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI. You should know that,
That's
that several
wild.
of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called
Scolopamine?
xylazine, or
Oh.
trank,
Trank.
which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Mother, what?
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these
Hollywood is
individuals are. That's the nature
terrified.
of this case. We're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that.
Understandable.
But the names
At
that
least
we're
they
going
get
to
the
name,
evidence and
assuming
just
that
don't try to lie
our investigators confirm
like
and corroborate
the
what we've been
Slovakians
told,
do.
are names that will shock
That
you.
country is just
These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed.
But I believe in
We
karma.
already know who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm talking here
yeah.
about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing.
People was watching?
And I'm talking about the people that participated,
Ugh.
encouraged it, egged it on.
Nope.
They know who they are.
I wonder
Yeah.
if this also implicates people who are coming
They
out
know
now
who
and
they
they're
are.
saying things about Diddy, such as like a Gene Deal, who a lot of people give him flack, and a criticism is like, why are you going to come out 20 years later and to talk about these different things? Because you were there when you saw the bullshit happening.
It's very hard to come forward.
Yeah, that's why I got out.
Oh.
And
I got it.
We got through for a
Yeah,
second.
I ran.
what we've
He
experienced
was like, oh,
the past 10
you
days
shouldn't have ran on him.
is really unprecedented
Yeah,
in my career, at least. We represent thousands of survivors of abuse. And never,
Calling a Diddy hotline.
ever in a 10-day period
Keeps cutting off.
have we seen over 3,000 people come forward.
Homie really needed me to be around for that Rico case. He really needed me
3,000?
to go down for that shit. Wait, what?
That is so crazy. Let's say 90% of them are just looking for money.
Never,
Calling a Diddy hotline.
ever in a 10-day period
Keeps cutting off.
have we seen over 3,000 people come forward,
3,000.
or we've
3,000? That is so crazy. Let's say 90% of them are just looking for money. That's still 300.
Yeah. That's,
confirmed and decided to investigate and represent 120 people while we're continuing to work through another 100 plus cases to prove them up, to validate what had happened here, and to hold those that are responsible accountable. And so like Tony said, we've set this up. 1-800-200-7474. I have a team of people standing by literally. If you know that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward. There's attorney-client privilege here. What you tell us is in confidence. Yes, we'll have to go out and build your case.
By the way, guys, if you cannot hear what's going on, the issue is that it's left side hearing only. Don't blame me. It's their audio on their live stream. Okay? Turn up on your left side.
Case.
Okay, so if I call this hotline, like, I don't want to call it a hotline because I'm a dude and it's weird, but we're going to call it a hotline anyway.
Your call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential. We expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
Yeah, I ain't not trying to go back. Not. I was gonna tell him, look, I was in the music video. Something's got to be something with Mace. Maybe welcome back. That was no weirdness in that one. He got a whole hotline, bro.
And the other thing that I want to say is the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30 plus years of the same sort of events happening, people thrust into the circle reportedly, and horrible things happening to them as a result. And from talking to these people that have come forward these past 10 days, I can tell you unequivocally that because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail. They tell me directly, this validates my feelings. For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific treatment at these people that I was trying to trust? Well, we know now it was not your fault. You were victimized by a group of powerful people that operated for 30 plus years, taking advantage of their wealth and the power that they held within the music industry. So again,
I like the first guy who comes on with like logical statements. Between the victim advocate, the woman over here, and this guy, what essentially that they're trying to do is they're trying, because think about the whole thing. They have the Diddy hotline. The Diddler hotline is right here. Call me now if you've come into contact with Diddy because you might be entitled to compensation. But these two, what they're doing is that this is a sales pitch. This is a sales pitch to anybody that has ever had some type of connection to Diddy. And I don't like when they do this because this is convincing people. Now, when I say this, do understand, I think Diddy is guilty as sin. I'm saying that right now.
He's guilty.
But I do think that when they do this, it makes people, it convinces people that they were a victim of something. Because the human mind is a weird bastard. What we can tend to do for our own self-preservation and our own defense is to forget how we were accountable in a situation. So this is like lawyers just being lawyers right now. They're making an emotional sales pitch. Now, again, I think Diddy's a piece of shit, and he's guilty of some shit.
Diddy's a horrible
and he's going to
person.
go to jail for life.
Diddy's not.
But do I think all 150 people that's going to be coming through is going to be truthful?
A lot of lies.
Absolutely not.
person that's come forward and contacted our office over the past 10 days, if you or someone you know suffered the same sort of treatment, please contact us at the number behind me, and we will help.
It's a sales pitch.
Thank you.
I think it speaks to how important this issue is in the United States and frankly internationally, that we have reputable people here that want to provide kind of information that I think victims need to hear, witnesses need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers.
While all that was super crazy, there's somebody who more than likely will be implicated in these current list of allegations. And that person is none other
No Usher.
than Usher.
No.
And I lived with
Usher,
Sean
no.
Puffy Combs for a year. It was
Usher,
curious. I got a chance to
no.
see some things. It was pretty
You
wild.
We're sending you
Yeah.
over to something called Puffy
That
Flavor
I-
Camp.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like? I went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
and I saw it. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
We was fighting, we were tussling. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be.
New York is a little bit too fast for me, you know, and I spent like a year here.
What
Like
a
living-
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
He was put in a lot of positions that made him have to figure out who he really was. Scary words were never said.
Hell no.
I was so mesmerized, I don't even know what you're talking about. I was just so blown away by the stamina, the fucking the connection, being able to be connected that long, so much shit. You have like, so much mother ain't doing all this shit out here, all those dance numbers and all that. Take your time with it, breathe it in. Yeah, they yours when you go see this for you. This ain't for nobody else but you. You take your time, boy.
That's all well and good, man. You walk around the back of me again, bro. I'll punch you in your face. Snatch your chain.
You in the kitchen
What'd you say?
eating all my cereal. Man, you doing babies in a pink suit. God is the greatest. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he will? Won't he will?
And when they come out with this other stuff, he gonna come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, you know, taking everybody else's dreams
That's not how that works.
and making them his.
That's not how that works.
And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again.
Just don't take dudes' cheeks.
His
That's where he
kids is
messed
gonna
up at.
suffer behind this.
Don't hit females and
Wow,
don't
man, that's
go
crazy
on
to hear,
dudes.
man. And you knowing Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, D. Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself. I
get his
said, so
car.
let him.
Yeah, I get his car.
If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you said that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real, and not that devil he been worshiping. Mentioned other people platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me
Usher has always come off to me as playing both sides of the fence. But you know what I mean? Again, you know, I can't speak on stuff like that, bro. Like Usher's beloved. I love his music. 8701 changed my life.
frame you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room.
Kim Porter.
Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom.
Yeah, these folks ain't Lord.
He came outside in his robe. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio.
I don't know about all that.
You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you.
I'm not gonna tell this story.
Puff went in the room.
Or that story.
You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth.
Hell no, I didn't. That never happened.
Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
Usher, how you been, man? I've been seeing you so long.
How much did we drink?
I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
Oh, okay. Here, Lala.
Okay.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what? Kevin Hart just saved him. Really good. Good job, Kevin Hart. Good job, bro.
The fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen, we're having a good time. Yo, Usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
Trey Songz.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute.
Terrible.
And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours.
The diddler. I believe that.
Think about that.
I believe all that, yeah.
He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first.
Yeah.
Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory.
A little.
And then Usher came in.
Kept looking predatory.
And discovered it and managed him and got
Why you ain't talking
custody
to me,
of him
Playboy?
and promised to look after
Why
him.
you ain't taking my calls,
And then he
Playboy?
sent him to the diddler.
You ain't being reciprocating,
Does that sound like a good
Playboy.
guy?
Yeah. Put my number in.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like.
Still love his music.
They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the first shot at this.
This is Dome. Justin Dome.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right,
No.
16.
No, ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Disgusting.
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go and get some girls.
Man.
You heard what Papa don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, 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 yeah.
Who's the worst celebrity like that you've been around and is like the most full of sin? I know no sin is greater, but like just was like, damn, this
Clive Davis. Devil incarnate. Clive Davis. He Janis Joplin. He blackmailed Betty Wright so she wouldn't tell anybody that he Janis Joplin. He killed Whitney Houston.
Damn, Alicia Keys look good. Oh, not for real. Please no Busta Rhymes. Yeah, we all knew him for a minute. Jimmy Fallon.
Usher
Michael's
claims
get a
his
pass.
ex-account got hacked after his former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs, was arrested and charged with sex trafficking. Account got hacked and damn, y'all ran with it. See you tonight at Intuit Dome, the singer wrote on the platform ahead of his show in Inglewood, California. Usher shared the message after fans noticed that past tweets from his account had mysteriously disappeared over the weekend. The only tweets on his page appeared to be from hackers writing about cryptocurrency scams. It's unclear who allegedly hacked Usher's account, but a number of other celebrities such as Pink and Megan Fox were also seemingly hacked on X. However, many fans brought up the timing of it all, as Usher's been making headlines since Diddy's recent arrest. The two have been close friends for nearly 3 decades, ever since Usher began living and working with him as a teenager. Usher has not been legally connected with any of Diddy's alleged crimes. However, he has alluded to seeing some things while partying with the rapper in several interviews that have resurfaced, such as the one with Howard Stern in 2016.
You describe it as when Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Usher has yet to directly address his mentor's latest arrest.
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here. Come here. Is that 2 niggas kissing?
You don't want to see me get vexed. Boss on your phone, tell them man you can't jet the big.
With that being said, it's up for the P. Diddler, who is more than likely having a far better time in prison than I had when I was in jail. It's your boy Tyrone Koppel, Twisms.